This is my first American headline show ever.
And give it up for Chris Williamson!
Swipe from right edge to adjust exposure. I don't want to adjust the exposure, Max. I think I've got this working. You may think, Chris, why are you filming yourself? Why have you got a handheld camera? Is that not what Max is for? And you'd be right. I also mentioned this to Max. Is this not what you're for? And he said, you should capture your own content. What if I'm not there? So here I am, videographer, podcaster, imparter of other people's ideas. I do it all now. Anyway, it's the first day of tour. I'm in Austin Airport. I'm about to fly to New York. I play the Town Hall tomorrow night, sold out in the middle of Manhattan. Then we fly to Toronto for another sold out show. Also, can we talk about the merch? The brand new Modern Wisdom Reaper tee. This is the person who's made me. What are you doing?
Extending your arms so we,
Why?
I gotta teach him how to vlog, you know?
Why can't I have it here?
It's a little close. It's a little intimate. Yeah? Hey, we're going on tour.
I'm gonna do it here.
We're gonna have a good time.
This is how.
Hey, bro.
Dude, I want one of these shirts.
We've got shirts for everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Max keeps telling me that I'm holding this thing too close to my face. He doesn't like the framing of the vlog, so I'm going to hold it closer. I'm going to hold it like this. This is going to be the way that the entire vlog is filmed. So this is the tour bus. Bro, everyone's got to start somewhere, okay? I did a full lap of Central Park. That was my prep for Bernie on Sunday. Flew in, got a coffee, went to Sweet Green, did a lap.
Bro, if you think that I'm not going to get some performative coffees going on this trip,
I can get some.
I'm about to get some performative cappuccinos going.
I can get you a coffee that comes in a fucking bag, dude.
No,
It's a sack of iced coffee.
No, I want the classic New York coffee. I'm going to speak directly to the vlog. I am a New York guy, through and through.
What's that consist of?
It's getting a hot dog, you know what I mean, and getting a coffee, and running to work. I'm late to work.
Okay,
always. I gotta get somewhere. You know what I mean? That's me.
Yeah.
I am that guy.
How do you sleep? Do you sleep well?
Yeah, the noises, I deal with them. The city noises, they're part of my blood.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? The honk of the horns.
Yeah.
I love it. This city's got a pulse.
Yeah.
And it's, the pulse beats inside my chest.
And it happens to be at 185 BPM at all times.
Yeah, bro, but then leave. You're not a New York guy like I'm a New York guy.
That's true.
You know
Fucking 155 over 85.
I'm putting on a show when I'm here. I'm putting on a performance.
The fucking algorithm. We're staying at the algorithm.
Coming in at 5'5.5" from Newcastle, Piss Williamson.
From there.
Come on, runner boy. Come on, runner bean.
I'm waking up this whole fucking hotel.
Ancient hotel.
Yeah!
So some people have different hobbies and obsessions and stuff. Some people are into Warhammer 40k. Some people do like trading card games, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, shit like that. I feel like that kind of was a meme of being super uncool for a while, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
And now so few people have got actual hobbies that anyone who has a hobby, even if it's something that used to be nerdy 10 years ago, is like, oh, he's got something he loves.
Yeah.
So sweet. I feel like liking Power Rangers as an adult male still falls below the lower bound of what is acceptable as you're like, that's what I love, that's what I'm into.
Because Power Rangers is pure consumption. There's no active. Like Warhammer, you have to either paint the fucking figurines or play the game. Power Rangers is just being like...
Dungeons and Dragons is storytelling.
Yes. But I would say that, like, yeah, a lot of hobbies are getting sucked up by time on the phone. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, I have not thought about that. Like just simple active or brain active hobbies are getting sucked up by doom scrolling. We've gotten too efficient at like, it's too competitive. You got to be funny, entertaining for a moment's time. And you have to cut through everything to be on the main feed of someone's Instagram. So that way, the main feed of someone's Instagram can keep me occupied for 3 hours, easy.
Handheld mic, holding your fucking bicep curled for 90 minutes, isometric. I'm aware that the mic weighs a pound and a half. But like, what's this? 5 pounds. I definitely would not be able to do that. I'm like fucking... You want to fucking shake my hand out?
It's the more that you're just like, the reason why the mic is so much better, in my opinion, than the fucking Britney Spears thing, is that you can go like this with the mic. You can wave it, you can fucking go like this, you can fucking, we sit like this, like standing like this and talking, and like, it's so much more relatable and like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like, hey, I'm Chris Williamson, you know, like, I'm like a magician, because I have my hands free and I fucking got the, you know what I mean?
I brought this up to Jimmy Carr. He's the only world-class comedian I know that's still used to entertainment. Training in a gym with no music is like, oh, fucking sound of my dark thought.
I'm good.
All that, but wow.
Wow. Rips fat vape cloud, and the kid turns to the camera and goes, wow. You know that? It's fine. Wow. Dude, let's get into vape cloud. Like, let's get into fucking vaping.
What do you mean, get into vaping?
Like, no, not.
Who are you talking to?
No, not like vaping. I'm talking ripping clouds, bro.
Like pushing O's and shit.
Yeah, dude. Let's get into
Tricking,
it. Like,
vape tricks.
Yeah. Come on, like let's do something for fuck's sake.
This is the problem. If you fucking grow kids up on Dragon Ball Z, when they're adults, they start pushing vape clouds. Fucking Kamehameha or whatever the fuck it is.
Hey, I'll take the. Hi.
You don't want the fried fillet of sole?
No, I'm getting the broiled scrod. Yeah, give me half pound of broiled scrod. A dozen oysters.
I don't want anything to have seen a flame. I don't want anything to be above ambient temperature. I want my entire meal to be chilled.
Dude, don't be a coward. Get the
scrod.
room temperature seafood at the diner. Don't be a fucking...
On 45th Street.
Eat the gas station sushi if you know what's good for you. It's good for your gut, actually. Your gut microbiome.
Well, it's like, what, hormetic stressor? Do you do like a burger patty? You like a burger patty? Could I have 2 burger patties, please? And I will have a black coffee. See, you thought we were going to be a nightmare, but we're so easy. No.
I just came off from the nightmare.
Oh, wow. We'll make it easy for you today, I promise.
She just did a night shift? Yeah, bro. Dude, there's just like...
Wah, I'm tired. The dressing room's too warm backstage at my show. Wah. That is like...
I know, dude.
Fucking so hardcore.
And you're not allowed to talk about it. Like she's literally not allowed to be like, hey, this sucks. Delish. So Chris isn't gonna say this, but once that lady told us she was on her double shift, so that means she came in at midnight, maybe earlier, and just now it's 11 o'clock. Chris just gave her a $200 tip. It was a $90 meal, $200 tip. He's not gonna say shit like that, but I'm gonna say it for him. Such a green flag. Like the moment we heard she's like, I'm on my second shift, like we were just like, oh shit. Like what we're doing is such a blessing. We're just walking around, just 2 friends like, hey, look, we're in Times Square. We're gonna go play music and talk in front of 1,300 people. Like it's a dream come true.
Yeah, high five. I want to bring back the high five. I'm high five supremacy, and I'm in. DAP. The DAP is done.
DAP is done.
The DAP is dead. I'm fucking
high fiving is coming back.
Bro, I like the upper register.
Hold on. I'm gonna jump not that high because the height difference. He's so short, and I'm only gonna jump a few inches off the ground. He'll have to jump 2-3 feet.
People expect it. And I really love
You don't get that with a dad.
Hey, Iron Man lost a step, didn't he?
My dad texted me earlier on and said, has Zach lost weight? He's looking very lean. And it's interesting because that's actually the proportions that Zach used to be.
Yeah, right there, little boo-boo man.
That's the proportion.
You have to be accurate. 3, 2.
High five supremacy, dude. The DAP is dead. Hashtag DAP is dead. This Saturday, the Toronto home game, Toronto Blue Jays baseball game, is happening, and me and Z were like, oh, dude, we're in Toronto on Saturday, we got the day off. I'll just message the concierge company and just ask how much tickets are. $42,913.20 for a total of 4 tickets, including VIP club access, private entrance, and restaurant.
That is fucking outrageous.
Gonna go back to the room, chill out, check over notes, and then we got to go sound check. Me and Z have got time to rehearse because we haven't rehearsed on a stage yet, and that's kind of it. Hanging around. Look at these doggos, man. I'm gonna give it up and just look after dogs for a living. Fuck this, talking on stage. No, it'll be good. I'm ready.
What
was your name?
Iggy.
Iggy. Thank you, brother.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate you. Gentlemen, how are we? Very nice to meet you. What was your name?
Scott.
Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, Edie, Scott, and Tim. Nice to meet you, brother. Oh, you fucker.
You fucker.
You fucker. Holy fuck, yeah. Very cool.
I was so sure what I needed was more. Tried to shoot out the sun.
This place is beautiful, dude. I don't mean this in an insulting way to the town hall, but it does feel a bit British. You know, it feels like esteemed and like opulent. Also, the biggest show of the entire run is the first one. So start off at the highest difficulty setting, can only get easier from there. That's the philosophy. Two. Even in the work in progress shows twice, every show I've done previously, every tour, every headline show has always been a headset mic. This is the biggest show of the tour, and it's the first show. So yeah, fuck it. Let's use the handheld mic. Let's do a high wire act. Yeah, it can only go wrong, which is great. Exposure therapy.
So I'd love to know, like, you know, you've interviewed brilliant people, and out of the interviews, like, what have been some takeaways that you have changed from what you've learned that you've implemented in your day-to-day life?
I guess there's broadly two categories of things that the show does, I think. One is like tactical takeaways. This is the best toasted sandwich maker. This is the meditation app you should use. This is the training style that's optimal, whatever. And then the other one are thinking tools. This is a way to frame resilience, or a way to deal with low points, or the reason that you have imposter syndrome or whatever. So in the former, the Norwegian 4x4, which Rhonda Patrick talks about, 4 minutes on, 3 minutes off, 4 rounds of as hard as you can go on some sort of cardio equipment, is horrible, but such a game changer. And I've really, really loved doing that. I never thought I would become like Cardio Bunny guy. Doesn't exactly look like it. But I've really enjoyed it because I think it feels like muscle training. It's 28 minutes. You're out. I'm like, okay, I can hold on for 28 minutes. So that's good. Increasing creatine consumption, another Rhonda Patrick thing, although everyone's kind of on this now.
Like
it's like
10 grams or?
I'll do today probably 15, just because I didn't sleep so good. Thinking tools wise, stuff that sticks in my head, like Hormozy's little monologue where he says, this is what hard feels like. Like it still now makes the hairs on my arm stand up. Like, and I think it's because when stuff sucks and it feels like you're just getting kicked in the nuts over and over, you feel like it's unfair and like it's a bug, not a feature. And somebody reminding you, oh, this is just the entry price of trying to achieve the thing that you want to achieve. And the reason that other people don't is because of that hurdle that you are struggling with right now. Because if the hurdle wasn't there, everybody would just breeze through these challenges, right? I mean, I talk about this a good bit this evening. There's another bit from Mark Manson where he talks about what pain you want in your life. So as opposed to what to you feels like play, but to everybody else looks like work. He's like, what pains do you deal with more effectively than everybody else? I'm like, that's oriented me so much more effectively, because I'm like, I can't really out-enjoy everybody else, but I can out-suffer everybody else, right? There are other people that will take way more enjoyment from doing a thing, but they'll get kicked out the bottom of the difficulty because the sucks more. I'm like, okay, so where can I deal with the suck? Do not put this on the internet.
I wanted to ask, before you met Hormozy, before you met, all these people, when you first started Modern Wisdom, and, I saw part of this in the 1,000 episodes where, you said that you made every single thumbnail, you kind of did everything. I'm sure when you first started out, there were times where, you felt like you weren't getting the traction you wanted, or it was going to take a lot longer, and you must have known that. What kept you going during that period, and what really... what drove you forward?
I'm actually kind of surprised how frequently I get asked this question. And I think the reason, hello, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good, thank you. I'm kind of surprised, I think, because to me it didn't feel like even remotely close to hard work. And I think embedded in a little bit of the subtext of the question is, well, now it's obvious why you do it. Because 1,500 people come to a sold-out show in New York, and you get to have Bernie Sanders on and try not to fuck it up, and you do the things. Isn't this exciting, illustrious, pedestalized, attention, rah-rah? In the beginning, when you didn't have that, why were you doing it? And for me, I didn't find it difficult because I loved the conversations. I was so desperate to learn about myself and the world around me. The reason that I didn't slow down at the start, the reason it didn't even feel like hard work is motivation's the highest when you're doing something just for the passion. At the very beginning, it's just like this pure artistic expression. And I was so hungry. There was so much low-hanging fruit. I remember the first time that I thought about sleeping with my phone outside of my bedroom, and it exploded like an atomic bomb in my mind. Like now, in order for me to get that same level of insight, I need to tap into someone who is significantly further. I need to get a pizza on, or I need to get, whoever. So there was lots of low-hanging fruit. That meant lots and lots of curiosity points that was accumulating, like Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever, like picking up these little rings, which was cool. And then as you start to get better at something, at least in my perspective, it becomes so rewarding. So yeah, maybe the innocent, isn't this fun, I'm just doing it for the love of it, fuel starts to drop off a little bit. But the next thing that comes through is, ooh, I'm getting better, I'm making progress. I'm approaching something like mastery. And then now, to be honest, the fuel is kind of different. The fuel, I've had a few moments where I'm like, not why am I doing this, as in I don't want to do this anymore, but just the purity of the question, like, why am I doing this now? Because before, it would have been good to have got recognition, or I would have wanted to be friends with Joe Rogan, or I would have wanted to elevate my quality of life, or do whatever it was that I wanted to do. But I've done lots of that now. So I've had to say, I'm doing the same thing, but for a different reason. And I think being able to change fuel source, I'm like, oh, I want to prove those people wrong, or I want to feel validated by the world, or recognition. Like, you need to let some of those things go, and then the other ones come through. What?
The back of the phone?
What about it? Sign it?
Yeah.
You're kidding?
Awesome.
No fucking way, dude.
That's actually
Well, it's weird hearing you and seeing you because you're in my ear all the time.
But not in front of your
eyes.
Yeah, I do exist from the nipple
I
ups.
know, I see that.
So this, I've just got stuff in my hand. This is the exclusive t-shirt for this tour. We don't have any to show to order, so this is just fresh off the press off Chris's back, and we're gonna go and put it up. Yeah, one, some more is on its way, but
pretty fucking cool. I feel good. Ran through everything earlier on, that was great. I just want to do it. I want to have fun. I got to go backstage. They're about to open doors.
Feeling good, dude. The sound was so good on sound check. This is a wonderful little gem right in the center of New York. Like, this is what it's all about, bro. Pre-performance, the way that I see going on stage is like left foot, right foot, left foot. That's what I think. And then I go, oh shit, I'm on the microphone. Oh, I might as well sing a song now. And then I start singing, and then it flows into the next. If I think, oh my God, you gotta go sing right now, that'll get to my head. Somehow I just magically appear in front of that mic and I start singing. That's how you deal with nerves, bro.
How's it going?
No, we're good. I was just listening to a bit of your Bernie Sanders interview on the way here.
What'd you think?
I thought you did a pretty good job of like, dude, I felt like you did a thing that like, I don't know, no one's done. Where you're like nice enough to, you kind of like push back at him in a way that's nice.
He's very slippery. Like, it's the first politician I've had.
That's such a funny way to say it.
Slippery. He's like a fucking slippery eel. Like, asking him, the first thing, I'm like, the left's biggest enemy is the far left, not the right. The right's biggest enemy is the far right, not the left. The idiots of your own side make you look far sillier than the other side ever could. What do you think of that? Well, my issue is oligarchy. And I'm like,
yeah.
How did you just fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu me into a, like,
Yeah, he is slippery.
Fuck.
Wish me luck.
Crush it.
See you guys.
I love you. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna come down and watch the first song.
Push 15. Okay.
Z's dialed this set in. He's done this set tons of times. Practiced at home, practiced in front of crowds, work in progress shows in Austin. This first show of tour, and because of the pace of getting people through the front door, he's just been told over the PA, like his stage wedge monitors, oh, just add 15 on, please. He's gonna have to pad out while people get let in. They're doing bag checks and stuff at the front. So he's gonna be like, what song am I going to play? What song am I going to play? He had his set dialed perfectly, 30 minutes on the nose, done, out.
Town hall, what the hell is up?
He told me the words that would open my mind. Don't worry about gasoline, 'cause we're moving.
My name is Zach Towner, and this is amazing. Keep that round of applause going, and welcome to the stage, Chris Williamson!
No? False start? Am I being fucking punked right now? Is this Ashton Kutcher? I can see the franticness over the far side. This is great. I could just sing to myself. I sound fantastic on stage. What can I tell you about? I can tell you about how bad... I mean, you can hear a little bit, right? Yeah. Right, okay. I can speak... I'll chat a little bit of shit and then we'll come back on. Bernie Sanders, episode that I did on Sunday. This is how bad my people-pleasing tendencies are. Bernie Sanders is 83 years old. He's been a politician for, like, as long as politicians have existed. And I pushed a little bit harder than I had. I felt like I was obliged to, poke the politician. Especially the guy that's got over half a century of experience. So I poked. If you listen to the episode, you'll know. We finished up. His PR lady shouted at me. She wasn't happy. She wasn't happy with how things had gone. My people-pleasing tendencies were they kicked in so hard, immediately all I thought was, I was just mean to a cute old man. Let's forget the fact that he's a career politician who's debated like everybody on stage. This is like the weirdest game of musical snatches. Hey, whoop. We're back on. 2, 2, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kyle, are you happy? I can't see if you're nodding. It's very dark at the back. You can hear me? Let's fucking go. All right. Got DVD extra behind the scenes Bernie Sanders content. Ha ha ha, fresh out of the oven. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Chris Williamson. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Like I said, this has been 8 years basically in the making, and if you had told me at 30 years old, living in the northeast of the UK, doing this in my bedroom, that I would be stood here, sold out in the town hall in Manhattan on a Thursday night, I would have not believed you. For one more time, please welcome back to the stage, this is Zach Talander.
Kyle has to reset the board.
Has to reset the board?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit tough during the show.
Okay, so this isn't going to be good enough for you?
No, we're just waiting. I'm just waiting.
We're just waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Everyone's got their phones out. I did the Q&A a cappella, so acoustic is not...
No, I think it's going to work. He just needs a little bit of...
I think it's going to work.
You can also that's right there.
Yeah, dude, you could fucking belt this shit out to everyone. FYI, we did this in London to 3,500 people, sold out at the Apollo in November of last year. And I cried. Yeah. Hello! Alright, fuck off. Jesus Christ, it's my show! Alright, goodbye. Bye. Well, okay, finish the story. Well, the story was that I was side stage watching my best friend. I was the best man at his wedding and a godfather to his beautiful daughter. I love you, man. Can I tell the story about how you first started recording music?
No, I did. I already...
You tell him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, anyway, he did it on a karaoke machine in front of me, my ex-girlfriend, and one of our other friends who was sad emo rapping. Like, the voices in my head, man, they make me cry. I don't know when I'm going to die. Is this a fucking... Like, do we need to do an intervention? Unbelievable. And then he played a song, and I was like, hey, you know that? Can you just fucking record that, please? Did it, and it was fucking amazing. Put your flashlights back up. Give it one more time for Zach Talander.
All along it was a feeling. Yeah, cold sweat, how did it believe? Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. I want you to stay.
Thank you so much. Man, this looks cool. Working through technical difficulties, you're a real man, bro.
You can't
Come
stop.
on.
Excited, and we're just more.
Your very own custom
Oh, let's fucking go.
So hard. Thank you.
Whoa, dude.
Cheers.
William, nice to meet you. And this is
My mom.
Hi, Mum. Nice to meet you. How are you? I'm a hugger.
That queue looks longer than Bonnie Blues.
Audience is so jacked. I fucking love it.
So I'm 22.
Yep.
Dropped out of college after 2 years.
Yep.
I'm just working 9 to 5, kind of just like stuck in the loop.
Travel. You will learn more in 6 weeks or like 8 weeks of travel than anything else. What would you do if you knew that you couldn't fail?
Okay. I'm gonna write it down.
It's a good question to like just sit with.
I did lose 50 pounds last year. I listened to these, so
No
thanks.
fucking way.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro.
You have a way of speaking to like 1,500 people like you're speaking to one man.
Oh man, I'm so proud of you.
1, 2, 3, cheese, 3.
Oh, fuck. Dude, that was so sick. First show done. Crushed it. I feel great. I feel tired, frankly, but I do feel great. The sound cut out like 3-4 times. And it was hilarious. And Zach sounded amazing. I got to see so many of my friends here. It's fucking unreal. I get scared when I do stuff like this, where I'm like, I can watch myself catch the bug of doing this. I'm like watching it unfold that I want to do this more. So. It's cool, man. This is some fucking real living. All right, I'm gonna go and get pizza. Love you. Bye. See you tomorrow. We're gonna have so much fucking fun.
But we do have a guitar that you don't know how to play.
In case you want to look at it.
Oh, it's a nice prop.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, Chase, you can play like 3 chords, right, on a guitar. Why don't you go in the background and serenade us while one of the greatest producers of our generation just sits in front of you? Done. I'd want that used as if it was manual. It might be nice to have the swivel chairs, just because it means like this doesn't feel superbly natural.
fine.
You a diva about much in your life, John? You don't strike me as a diva.
You ask him.
I was.
He basically babysits me.
Nah. He's honestly the man, bro. I worked with him for 8 years, and I wouldn't do what I do if he wasn't diva. I can tell you
But
that.
everybody gets to be a diva about a few things.
Yes.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? Like you might be a diva about the specific socks that you wear, or like
Totally.
But I know I'm a diva
pull 'em
about
out of the room
ironed
entirely,
t-shirt.
'cause we don't have a lot of
Fucking
room.
hate a wrinkled t-shirt. But I think niche divaism
Yes.
is actually
I
pretty
definitely have
dialed.
niche. Yeah. Like I won't. I'll very rarely travel.
Okay.
Like you're in New York. This is great, and I'm a fan, and like it all lines up in a way that's like, okay, I can will myself to
go from Long Island.
Yeah, because even this type of stuff is very still very unnatural for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll go gentle on you today.
Please. What is it?
So this
Can I
is.
try it?
Of course, this for you. And we've got. Let's get the orange in the chamber for John as well. So this is.
There's no like THC or anything, right?
No, it's just a smarter energy drink. So evidence-based, efficacious, only doses, healthy human trials, no rodent studies, and
Dude, you're crushing, man.
Thank you.
But it's been such a cool, because I've watched it for like a lot of years. I just feel like there was nothing. It wasn't really entertainment. It was like food, and it was like I like watched you to get food if I wanted to get like knowledge about something or whatever. So like just to see how far you've taken it is amazing.
Oh, dude, I appreciate the fucking.
No, I really mean that. I really do.
Thank you. Fucking town hall last night.
Mm-hmm. What's the cap?
15.
Great.
It was beautiful. Sold out. Halfway through the set.
Yep.
But almost exactly halfway through. So 45 minutes in. Fucking rolling nice. Just about to talk about like one of my favorite ideas. And all the sound goes in the entire room except for my onstage wedges. I'm like, 2, 1, 2. Everyone's like making a little bit of noise. It's funny. I'd made a joke about Zoran Mamdani earlier on. And I was like, oh, Zoran's come to reclaim his fucking energy bills from me. And I just basically did like 5 minutes with just stage wedges pointing at me, hoping that they would fill the room. While they were like, and I can see my dude at the back like shitting, and it's his first time as our TM.
I bet you the crowd like loves that shit though.
When you get, it was probably the biggest laughs of the night, the biggest applause breaks of the night.
Yeah.
Because
they go home and they say, you know, his mic went out and it was great.
All right, should we run this thing?
It's rolling.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Love you.
I can give you all you need.
The staples of creative genius were because of the constraints of what it was.
Until my arms are wrapped around you.
I don't know if pop music's formulaic. I think the world is searching for lot of the same thing.
Oh man, look. The reason that I keep laughing, we've
all that from you said to me is pop music
Formula. Yeah. You're the best sort of guest, dude. I flick you once, and you're a fucking infinite content and infinite fucking perpetual motion machine that just ticks away. So,
my man, dude, thank you so much. I really
We'll stay in touch.
appreciate
We'll stay in touch.
Yes. I'll be back.
Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. So,
All right, and we're out. Now I need to take photos. I ran over by ages, and apparently Alex has spent more money than I anticipated on a photography studio downstairs. I need to get headshots for the next tour. So this is for Poston. For Poston. So probably quite.
It'll be just as much detail, but your skin might be a little smoother.
Let's hit it. Let's give me a little side on it. Too good. So hungry and tired, but they're like equal amounts of starving and fatigued. Gonna go get some food and then get to bed, and then we fly to Toronto in the morning. I have nothing else to say. I'll be more entertaining tomorrow, I promise. All right, I'll see you then.
I am on a mission to get pizza, but it's not like I'm in New York, I gotta get pizza while I'm here in New York. I'm a New York guy. This is my natural habitat. Just gonna do New York things, bro. Get on the subway and give it a little bit of I'm walking here. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even, again, people might think that that's cliche, but I've said it 5 times today. Bang on someone's hood as they are crashing, you go, I'm walking here. Chris is gonna go read a book about meditation and keep his bod tight. Make sure he gets his 7-8 hours or whatever. See what I'm saying? You get the beers, you get the pizza. Chris is having his 3rd serving of AG1 and topping it off with another element so he can wake up fully hydrated, rested, ready to go. That's it for the night. We love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Is it in yet, love?
I don't like holding it here. It makes my arm hurt. We're in LaGuardia. We're leaving New York, flying to Toronto. Show tomorrow night. And the Blue Jays play in World 2 of the Game Series this evening. So we've got a big booth thing at a bar. We're going to sit down and eat food for 4 hours and watch baseball. I'm fired up. Also, if you haven't flown through LaGuardia, it is so nice. I think this might be my favorite airport in America. I say that it's my favorite terminal in America, and turn around and see this. Dude, I'm sorry. The British could never. The British could never. Fuck yeah, dude. I love this country.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is establishing a fruit layer. It's a base layer in the stomach.
But this is a patented 3-course breakfast.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna get your standard protein savory layer. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get my sweet layer.
It's a 3-course breakfast.
Yeah.
It was referred to, when it was in development, it was referred to as the reckoner.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think that I'm not gonna get my money's worth, you got another thing coming, okay?
I'm the baby and I've got a crippling buffet addiction.
I'm the baby and I got a crippling vape addiction.
I'm in Canada. It's fucking freezing. It's so much colder. It's a 90-minute flight from New York, but totally different universe in terms of temperature. One thing I'm really grateful for is the fact that all the boys are with me. So much of the work that I do and we do is all on our own and virtual. You know, our office is a Slack channel, and we're on the plane flying together. People have forgotten their passports or missed stuff, or it's sick. It's so much fun, and it's way more expensive to bring a big group with you, but infinitely more enjoyable. So I'm really glad that I'm doing it. And memories, man. These are the golden years. Everybody that's at the start wants to make it to the point where they've got the huge tour bus and the private jet or the company, they're the boss, they can do whatever they want. But when you look at the times that you enjoyed the most, it's when you were slumming it with your friends, grinding, trying to make it work. You didn't know. The reason that that's the case, I learned this from Morgan Housel. He says, golden years only ever happen in retrospect. Like, people don't have nostalgia for the present, they have nostalgia for the past. And the reason is that in the past you're able to see what you feared didn't come to pass, and what you took for granted was something that you should have taken for gratitude. So he tells this story about him and his wife. They're in their early 20s. They're living in downtown New York, I think. And he was saying to her, oh, do you not remember when we used to live together in that apartment? It was so amazing. We didn't have the kids. We could wake up whenever we wanted. We'd go for wine, just stroll around Central Park on a Saturday afternoon. And she said, what are you talking about? You were miserable. You were absolutely miserable. You were racked with uncertainty about whether or not you were going to get fired from your job. We didn't have enough money. We didn't know what the future was going to look like. And he had completely romanticized what the past felt like, because in the present, he knew that his fears in the past were unwarranted. So he saw the past through rose-colored glasses, where all of his fears didn't come to pass. So he saw how he should have felt if he'd had the appropriate amount of safety and self-belief in himself, which is why golden eras, nobody ever believes that we're living through a golden era. Golden eras only occur in the past. And I think touring bands or startup artists or founders of companies or, whatever. James Smith, I'm sure that he will look back at some of his time on the PT floor, getting up at 6 a.m. and grinding it out and doing his hourly clients. We'll look back on that with a sense of nostalgia, despite the fact at the time he's like, oh, I just wish I could work from home in my pants. Wish I didn't have to come into the gym at 5:30 in the morning. I wish I didn't have a boss. I wish I wasn't in a pure gym or whatever. Early stuff's beautiful. But I think, I had this big conversation with John Bellamy yesterday, and he said, why is it that every single artist that he sits down with in his studio says, I got everything I ever wanted and I'm more miserable than ever? And it's that fact that when you're poor and miserable, you've got hope, but when you're rich and miserable, you're despondent. The thing that you thought was going to be the solution to your problems has happened, and you're still dealing with the same problems. And you can't fill the internal void with external success, and the fame hasn't fixed your self-worth, and you haven't spoken to your parents, and you've worked so much that you've missed parts of your life, and you're older now, and is this really the direction I want to go in? And fuck, did I just get used for a decade by a record label? So I just got finessed out of my own life. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody that hasn't achieved things yet wants to hear that the achievement of the things won't fix their problems. It's so, this unteachable lessons thing, dude, is it blows my mind how often it comes up and how robust of an idea it is. And another unteachable lesson might be the early years are going to be the most beautiful of a relationship. People look back on the first year of oh, do you remember when we do you remember when we were in the van and we had to make it work? Do you remember when there was just me and you and we had to sleep under the desk and we ordered Domino's, but we got the presentation in and we nailed the deal the next day? That stuff is what people look back on with fondness, and it's a different kind of fondness. So yeah, I don't know what I'm missing at the moment. Honestly, it doesn't feel like I'm missing anything. I got my favorite people in the world here with me, getting to talk about stuff that I think people care about, and making them laugh and making them cry. And what more do I want? I spent the whole fucking year, dude, feeling so sorry for myself, feeling so sad and down and low energy, and the opportunity to pull the pin just a little bit, I've still got the opportunity to live life, because it felt like someone had put a speed limiter on what I could do, and it was 5 miles an hour. And I'm someone that I don't actually like going at 70 miles an hour all the time. I quite like slowing down, But there's a difference between choosing to slow down and being forced to always go slow. And I was in the latter camp, and that made me sad. And maybe appropriate criticism would be, well, if you didn't attach so much of your self-worth to your output, you'd be able to deal with slower periods better, and that might be true. I also think it's kind of noble that you like to do things. I want to have agency in my life. I want to make an impact. I want to make a dent in the universe. A little tiny micro dent in my corner of the universe. That seems pretty fucking cool to me. Feeling like that gets taken out of your hands through no fault of your own is like it feels cosmically a bit unfair. So you're just trying to enjoy this. I've worked really, really, really fucking hard this year to not work as hard as I usually do. And now I get to work hard in a different way, which is I get to just take the speed limiter off a little bit.
Yeah. Where are you guys talking from?
Like, people don't get it. I am a Toronto guy, and I've been a Toronto guy. Fucking let's go birds, you know what I'm saying?
How many times have you been here?
This is my first time. So, but it's as if I was born here, really. It's very natural.
Yeah, look at this.
A leaf?
Leaf. Hang on, is this not the fucking symbol of Canada?
Yeah. Literal maple.
Canada? Haven't you ever seen that word written down?
Playing a gig in a foreign country is still a big deal. It always will be a big deal for me.
This rules.
Appreciate all you.
This rules.
He is 3 for 39, including an over.
That is so insane. It's really intimidating. It's intimidating because there's so much fucking concrete. It's like really not very artistic or gentle.
Number one.
Dude, it's
That's super cool. Well, I'm out here in Toronto, ain't got nowhere to go. I'm out here in Toronto, oh, nowhere to go. Oh, and I'm hanging out at the Chris Williamson show. The Chris Williams Show. Chris Williamson Show. It's sold out. Got the whole crowd. Oh, we're at the Chris Williams Show at Toronto.
Oi!
Hey. I feel good. It sounds so great up there. Sounds so good. This is sick.
Might be cool to delineate between Z's set and mine. If we went for the, so I don't think those bars are as good as the cans, like the circular ones. So let's kill those. Switch back in with the circular ones. Yeah. Can we preset orange for Z and a blue for me, so that there's a difference between the two sets visually? A little too red, pull it back. A little too yellow, probably between half it. Yep. Tiniest bit more on the orange side, on like the red. Little nudge. No, too yellow. Yep. Yes. We just finished up sound checking, which is cool, and we can just do a little Q&A. We can talk about whatever you guys are interested in. It's very nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming out on stage.
bring you tonic, that would be great.
You want one?
I would say, did you?
Can you snag a... Let's bring half blue raspberry, half strawberry lemonade from the green room. Yeah.
I can vouch for it.
Oh, fuck yeah, because they can't get it in Canada. Yeah. Anybody that does want to ruin their sleep? We may need to get some more.
What's a belief you recently changed your mind on and why?
Fuck, I'm gonna... It's a really good question. I'm gonna sound like I'm making the same fucking pivot that everybody else does. But God.
That's amazing.
It's like it's so boilerplate. He's been doing podcasts for 8 years. Now's the time for the fucking God pivot. This is very, very wet clay. So I did a retreat you may have heard about on the show. I did with Joe Hudson from Art of Accomplishment. I did 12 hours a day for 7 days in Sonoma County of like deep emotional work. I just had one in particular, but a couple of it was all sober. One experience in particular that I straight up don't have an explanation for. And I've never really felt like that. It's even hard for me to talk. It feels like sacred to talk about, I guess, by not being too explicit about what that was. Maybe I can hold on to some of that divinity. Even like, I'm feeling a little like talking about it now. It's very strange. Never had. My mum's a Reiki master. She's done Reiki for 25 years. She does distant healing. She sends me photos of the moon all the time saying that it's the same one I can see and blah, blah, blah. Like, we're connected in that way. But feeling it, it's always been something I've known as a... Oh, speaking of angels, Zach Talander. Yo, look at the hat, dude.
Oh wow!
A relic.
Hell yeah, bro.
Fucking sick.
I did. Hey, your fitness content, the whole reason why I started Olympic weightlifting.
There we go.
What that was, how that fits into my life. So it's something that I'm much more open to thinking about now. I'm still trying to like piece together what that was.
You got any piece of advice for someone, or for me, I'm about to graduate. Got any specific piece of advice?
How old are you?
22.
I'm not laughing at you. Anybody else that went to uni and like left and had that sense? Did everyone that like everyone's like, yep, I felt it. You've been in full-time education for 17 years.
Well,
yeah, but all you've done is I know when to get up. I know what I'm working toward. Everything is laid out in front of you. It's like you're being on a train ride, and now somebody's said, okay, now you get to free-wheel drive this off-road vehicle. There's no roads at all. Where do you like pick your direction, Western man? You know what I mean? So I would say, personally for me, things that I did that were good, I wasn't worried about work-life balance, and I allowed my obsessions and my instincts to drive me. So if I got obsessed with something, ping pong or video games or writing or travel or whatever it is, I allowed myself to do that because the degrees of freedom you have are going to be constricted as time goes on. I think travel is a really great, if you ever feel lost, interestingly enough, like purposefully, geographically losing yourself is a really good. So I would front load travel, I would follow your instincts, I would not feel worried about the uncertainty. I think the uncertainty is absolutely a part of it. Like it is 100% meant to be there. And the fact that you're here and asking yourselves these sorts of questions it blows my mind.
Tell me, will I see you in the afterlife? Shooting my guns at everyone, telling myself it's hardly worth drinking here alone. 'Cause you never hold me through my darkest nights, but I would love you anyway.
This is literally the reason that we fucking started doing this. This is the reason we started doing this thing. This shit absolutely rules, and these are the golden years that we're going to look back on and love. Have a good show, man.
Dude.
Thank you guys.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm trying not to fangirl so hard right now. Anyways, okay, you've been talking a lot about how you love the chaos. I find personally for me, I always feel like I could be doing more, like I'm not doing enough, and I find slowing down is so difficult. And in your recent episode with Dr. K, you talked about how the answers you're looking for might be in the silence you're avoiding.
I fucking love that quote. The answers you are looking for are in the silence you're avoiding.
And
what a fucking slam.
Yeah, it just really resonated with me, and it's something I think about a lot. And I'm wondering if you could speak to how to stop avoiding that silence, what you did, and what it taught you about yourself.
Dude, so good. A busy calendar is a hedge against existential loneliness for a lot of people. If you're permanently busy, well, how can I be a piece of shit? I can't be worthless. Look at all of these people who need me. Look at how important I am. If you don't slow down, you don't have to ask yourself the big questions. You don't have to reflect. And that is certainly a really great way to not face stuff that you don't want to face. So the compulsion for it is obvious, but I think it's important to realize why you're doing it in order to unwind that on the other side. So a couple of interesting questions to ask yourself is, what are the emotions that I'm afraid of sitting with, right? Like, is it insignificance or inferiority? Is it abandonment? Do I feel like I need to offer the world something in order for it to love me back? Is it boredom? There is a wonderful podcast episode called Your Obsession with Productivity is Killing Your Productivity. And it's by The Art of Accomplishment, Joe Hudson's thing. Joe's been on the show twice. He's coming back on in a couple of weeks' time in LA. He reminds you that especially as you get a bit further into your career, your job is not to work hard. Your job is to have great ideas. But because we have an industrial revolution era mindset, we think that you've got to be cranking widgets and it's how hard you go for how long you go. But work done is not time times intensity in all pursuits. If Zach, for instance, writes a fucking ripping next song, and that requires him to spend 3 days lying under trees with his daughter, who I am the godfather of, fucking God help you for doing that, and his wife, that can be like the single greatest thing for him. Now, is that everybody in every situation? No, it's not. Like if you're a checkout operator or you've got to, grind it out and do whatever, like if you're a bodybuilder, like that's not quite the same way. But even for a Chris Bumstead, it's like, dude, you need a fucking rest day. Actually, you need a rest day and a cheat day at the same time. Oh, but it's not part of the grind, type A fucking solution for type A people. Type B solutions for type A people in that way. Other things that you can practically do, honestly, I think just booking weekend holidays. Like just book a weekend holiday, leave your phone somewhere and don't pack it. Don't be like, oh, the itinerary, because it's just more dopamine. It's more, and we'll go from this to that and I'll know exactly where, allow yourself to get lost and allow yourself to sit in that discomfort. Sitting with that silence is really, really tough. But ultimately, the reason that you're working so hard, presumably, is to give yourself an opportunity to not work so hard. If you work so hard so that when you finally reached escape velocity, you can just work harder with leverage, is that really what you did it for? It's an emotional problem and it's a tactical problem. Tactically, book some holidays, go away, don't plan out the itinerary, learn to spend a couple of hours lying in a hammock or doing something like that. Build a beautiful area outside that engenders you to actually relax, have a hard cutoff for work, etc., etc. And then philosophically, what are the emotions that you're struggling to deal with? What is it that comes up? And just be like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder where that comes from. Allow it to move through you. And again, what a beautiful challenge. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, Zach Telander. Oh, let's go, baby!
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you? Are we getting high? Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you? Are we getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. And someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage, Chris Williamson. Last time. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova. A champagne supernova in the sky.
You are currently best dressed this evening.
I try to dress how your voice makes me feel.
I was gonna challenge you to a push-up contest, but we got some other people in.
It's going to take 4 hours. What a fucking group of super chads. Holy shit.
I really appreciate you being the voice in my head. Like, it's been a really rough year. I know it has been for you, but it has been for me too. And I keep learning from you. I keep learning from the people that you're with. So I just wanted to come out and say that.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Sorry, I told myself I wouldn't cry. Your vulnerability and your honesty. I'm not saying it's made you cry, but it did make me feel less alone too. And thank you. I was going through a really rough time, and a lot of what you said was just really hit me out. So I appreciate it.
I just want to say thank you for being.
All right, that's the latest show, longest Q&A, longest meet and greet. Live Nation's going to kill us. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you for waiting.
My pleasure. That's what we do, brother.
Thank you.
It's a good show.
It's very kind. Thank you for that. One of my favorite nights I've ever had. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow.
So I'll see you.
Has been cleared. You may return to your normal activities. The emergency has been cleared. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
Oh, okay. Toronto was crazy. The show was wild. And I've got 5 days back in Austin before I fly to LA to do 9 episodes in 5 days and then play LA sold out. So, LA, I'll see you soon.